Now that we know our traffic pattern and how to enter our traffic pattern, what are some potential hazard areas in that traffic pattern? Be it a towered field, or a non-towered, uncontrolled, pilot-controlled airport. There's the same potential hazards in that traffic pattern. Let's look at our traffic pattern here together. You can see left traffic for 27. We've got our crosswind. We're right now on a downwind. We have our base and our final. Let's say we just took off runway 27. The first potential hazard area is on that upwind to crosswind leg. I had just taken off, I'm climbing up, and I'm trying to make a turn at the same time. Maybe I got a radio call. Maybe I forgot to line up my heading indicator and magnetic compass. Maybe the nose is up a little bit too high, but this is a very common stall spin area. You take off, you're climbing out, maybe it's a short field even, and you're making that first initial turn. Remember, you really change that stall speed because of an adjustment in load factor due to that bank. So you're going to stall a little bit faster than you might otherwise be if you're just stalling straight ahead. So something to think about there. Next potential hazard area comes at that midfield point on the downwind. What did we just learn in the last video? We're to enter at a 45 to left downwind at an uncontrolled, pilot-controlled, non-towered, too many words for the same thing, airport. So something I do at these airports when I approach that midfield point is I actually look over my left shoulder, or in my case it'd be my right shoulder because I'm sitting in the right seat. But you'd want to look back and see, okay, who is actually coming? And that's what you want to watch for, to make sure nobody else is trying to enter at that midfield point and you guys are going to meet at that point. Potential mid-air collision type avoidance area that we want to watch there, that midfield downwind point. Next is the base to final turn. Whenever you hear about stalls and spins, almost always does the base to final turn come up. In fact, a popular check ride question our check ride examiners around here like to ask is, what is the most popular stall spin area? And it's always base to final. I'm low, I'm slow, I'm adding in flaps, I'm too focused on the runway, I'm not paying attention to my airspeed, and maybe I added some flaps, they brought my nose up, I didn't really realize, I make that turn, and it's easy stall spin type area. Base to final. Manage and watch your airspeed. Keep positive airflow through that base to final turn. And then really lastly, the area to watch is short final before touchdown. This is where the guy who's not paying attention could pull right out onto the runway. This is where the guy on the mower is going up and down the runway and you just don't see him. These are the things you need to watch for a possible runway incursion type situation on short final, and always be vigilant of that and always be willing to go around and get out of the way anytime you see one of these potential hazard areas come up in the traffic pattern.